Hey-ya!
What's going on there?
More breeding ground. Gotta destroy it if they're to disappear for good. Kicking more breeding ground.
I'm catching some.
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
can't carve his cows himself. Come here, please.
Even a draft horse will talk without
I'm
sound.
listening.
Oh,
Wound doesn't look good. Patch that up quick if I were you, before it starts festering.
If I needed medical advice, I'd have called for a healer. And you look like none such, not even a quack.
And if you wanted a witcher to help you, you should have thought twice about being rude.
Forgive me. The pain's so blasted bad, it's darkened my mood. A foulness has made its lair in the grotto. I barely escaped with my life. I've been eyeing the cave for a storehouse quite some time. Would you look inside?
Guess I could have a look. Not for free, though.
Well, that's closer to... a fair offer.
See what I can do. Wait here, and you need to clean that wound, trust me. Wonder what happened.
And what's the situation?
In fact, I was...
So, will you see what's amiss in my...
Done that already. Ran into a few giant
And how am I to prevent...
Don't know. I kill monsters.
You needn't be cross, Witcher.
I'm off.
I do what they pay me to do. That's it. Fetch this empty dead. Sweep up here.
Move it! Let's go!
kill him, let me!
Pucker! Pucker up! I'll avenge you, comrades!
Run, Roach.
A tip of the hat to the Tourney's victor.
Est flows in the veins of Toussaint. Good to see you.
Keep calm! Start no brawls!
Oh, Witcher, greetings. Kind of you to come. Matilda and I, we've a surprise for you.
You two seem to be getting along.
We are. There came a point we realized we had no grounds to quarrel. Things became altogether pleasant.
And a bit spicy.
Romantic. Quite.
Got it. Needn't say more. Glad things are going well for you. What's the surprise? Some new monster I need to kill?
No, something far more pleasant.
We've produced a wine. According to the best sommeliers, it might just dethrone Est.
We owe this success to you. So, if you'd agree...
We'd like to name it after you.
What shall we call it?
Call it Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt de Rivia. Perfect.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like to send a few bottles to your home every so often.
I'd be honored. Thanks.
No, we thank you. Take care, Witcher.
Days pass. The pile of work remains.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
That's it, Roach.
How is it the Duchess does not fear him as well?
Massacre at the estate of Durand de Savarin. Elven statues come to life to slaughter members of
You
the
shan't
history
find
of
anything
Toussaint
better
friendly
in all
society.
Toussaint.
Citizens, beware of history and elves alike, and
Estes
stones
flows
hewn
through
or
the veins of Toussaint.
Greetings.
Farewell.
Good.
purchase today what you planned to purchase tomorrow.
Nice too.
The larder of the Duchess herself.
Remember me?
What's your friend
I lent you
fleeing
coin
death?
for wine.
Can't believe it. Simply.
Have I gone absolutely cuckoo?
Excuse you?
Sucks its blood to piss. I paid too much out again. Greetings, Knight. My clerks have brought word of heroic deeds on your part. Please
Well, see.
go in peace for a night.
A knight is
Long live her grace! 3 cheers for Toussaint!
Truly, to send a witcher against the beast.
The air here is such.
No, picker it all.
Don't touch me.
light is inopportune at the moment.
I'm here.
Let us go! We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued. A work of mine. Turtle dove o'er the heath. Hangs in the ducal palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said. And fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters. And poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes. Pierre-Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief. We'll continue on foot. Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
I think it is life that imitates art, and not vice versa.
Right you are, Fingal. Take Baron de Cordel for one.
Oh yes, that nose. He actually had a mage enlarge it after he saw that the Reb Courage play.
And now he's begun courting his cousin.
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine. Footprints. Smudged. Got paint drops here, too. Footprints. Smudged. Neckers. Look like they made off with the paint. The question is... Paints. Don't look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them. Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot. We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
A mere 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
Think I'll lie down. At least that way I can nap while you work.
The hero at rest, lying on his side, propped up on an elbow, staring into the distance, relishing a victory. I can paint in a griffin corpse later. Though, naturally, a nap is out of the question. We resolved that earlier. May I begin? Or would you prefer to strike a more dynamic pose?
Let me try something else. Maybe I could just stand, sword in hand.
Ah, splendid! A heroic pose, of course! The bold warrior, his sword held aloft, ready to run at that willow over there. I will paint in a griffin later. Shall I begin?
Or would you prefer to adopt another pose?
Let me try something else. How about I be on horseback? I mean, Roach kind of deserves to be immortalized too.
Oh, yes, a horse. Exceptional idea. But I would rather you perch atop Alexander, my mount. I've trained him to pose. I shall paint in the carcass of a slain griffin later. Now, raise your head to exude pride, thrust your breast forward. Go on, breast forward. I want to see those hocks extended. Ahem. Is the horse paying attention? May I begin? Or would you rather try a different pose?
Let me try something else. Think I'll lie down.
The heel step. May I begin?
Go ahead.
Now, be so kind as to adopt that look you gave me when I first asked you to work with me. That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Run and hide!
Dearest Mummy! Ah! Is it safe?
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death.
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof, monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid! Interesting color palette. And the textures, and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped. Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. Ah, I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your...
That's it, Roach.
Long live our Lady Anna Henrietta!
Long live Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Oh!
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
Not exactly what I imagined. I believe I posed with all my clothes on. Clearly remember that, in fact. Some other details are off, too.
Invalid as a criticism. I depicted you in a more flattering state. The painting has drawn crowds, aroused a great deal of interest.
Can see that. Anyway, some advice for the future. Warn your subjects about your intentions. Your next model might not be so forgiving.
You don't like it. I'm hurt. Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
As special as it is, that's still quite a...
Not a problem. Come back when you do.
Was that truly necessary?
Witcher!
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento.
Indeed. Few have the sort.
All right.
Yeah, poppycock.
Armor, now the medic's on me.
Princess laugh like a push and a shove. To Liam.
I thank you for letting me stay.
I'd never expect some...
Do you fear I will cook in your home? Of that?
Thought you were a
Do you mean to say...
You sure?
I...
Visited us.
Yes.
Remember.
Right.
And I'd never... See you later.
Take care, Witcher.
Meat of the freshest sort, hot sausage links, right?
No, you're busy, but...
Something's in the wind.
Which way you step?
Greta, you up for a plow? That's not what I asked.
Greetings, sir. What is it?
Had wine.
What kind? Red? White? Rose?
Tell me something about the area.
What's there to tell? That the master of these lands,
Yeah. Already had the pleasure. Or the Show me where you... Gwent, maybe we could play around.
The best armor around!
Up for a round of Gwent?
Never you worry. This is Oakland, and everything's peachy.
The Lord of the Duchess. Welcome, good sir, to Dupont and South.
Show me what you got. Instead of chatting,
shan't find anything better.
One wolf himself. He's not here. That's the major.
What a specimen. Scared the fright.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious...
How's bit?
The coin is good. I know what my customers want.
Show me what you've got. In the mood for a round of...
Those noises again. I couldn't sleep.
Oh!
What's new, mon ami?
Don't push. Yes, face no ointment. I assure you, Skellige is just as strong as the other factions. It shall soon be considered canon. Of this I'm certain.
I don't know. Always been an Nilfgaard.
Geralt of Rivia. Saw a note.
By all means, you've come to the right place. I am... Our tourney's more than mere diversion. We've a mission, see, to spread word of my brother's brainchild.
These new cards. Tell me something about them.
Their design embodies the Isle's spirit. The rage-filled potency, the rough, Bran Tuirsek is the...
And the other famous Skelligers?
Hjalmar and Ceris on Kryte, naturally, though not conjoined.
Also Heimdall the hero, the venerable druid Ermion, the list goes.
New deck? Where'd you get the idea? I mean, why bother?
All Beauclair knows me as a great lover, and we shared another great passion, travel. Spent a great many years at the stormy sea, consumed by a fever, a suicidal awe, dashing itself against somber cliffs.
The tournament. Where do I sign up to play?
You see, I've already asked a great many seasoned players to do the same. Alas...
Long story short, you need a sucker who'll risk it. Take a stab at proving Skellige's no worse than the established decks. Best way to do that'd be...
We understand one another. Behold this trophy, standing stiff and strong. It could be yours.
Not bad. Could look great in my house. On the sideboard, maybe. All right, I'll give it a shot. Play using...
That is an just one small adjoinder. I can only provide you a basic Skellige deck. My brother...
No chance I can win the tournament with these...
An issue easily resolved. You must simply face local Gwent competitors. Win the missing cards. Here, the cards I can spare you. Take them, please. The rest...
Already got a good enough deck to play in the tournament of Skellige.
Might I have a peek? You do indeed. Come back in 2 days' time.
You had to won the tourney. Geralt of Rivia.
Every last
that
one
witch.
is free of
My, that is quite the tale.
I imagine you've been all over the world, Sir Richard.
I shall be famous one day. As famous as you.
Did you guess, sir? Our sweet shining sun.
There you are. A pleasure to see you again. The Skellige faction, how do you find it?
It's great. Faction's a pleasure to play. Any specific tournament rules?
Firstly, might I introduce the contestants? Superb Gwent players all, hailing from the world's farthest corners. Hammal Ochen Dankbali, an Offieri merchant. Eric van Frog, a patrician from Novigrad. And lastly, we are proud to welcome a Skellige.
Ye blind? Not Skelliger, Skelligirl, damn it!
Naturally, no offense meant. Agnetha Skolt, her ever-charming Isle temperament in evidence. As to the rules, they're simple. Each player adopts a faction they cannot change for the tourney's duration. Lose a match, and you're eliminated. The winner from among you shall advance to the semi-final to face the winner of the tourney's previous edition. The winner of that match shall in turn face none other than me, your humble servant.
Hands off our Gwent!
No new fucking factions!
Protesters have gathered outside. Quite a few, it seems.
Hands off our bloody game! We didn't want any new factions!
Money, you dozy cunt! Stop doubling with dwarven tradition!
Change cannot always please everyone. Gwent traditionalists resent my efforts to expand the canon to include Skellige, but we shall pay them no mind.
Mind telling me what factions the others will be playing?
It is no secret. Eric van Frog will play the Northern Realms. His Excellency, in a flush of patriotism, chose Nilfgaard. Hammal Ochen Dankbali will play the Monsters deck, and Agnetha Skolt has chosen Scoia'tael. Yours truly, of course, shall await the winner with a Skellige deck. I'm determined to prove its value.
Ready to start if everybody else is.
I invite you to join me on the terrace. The herald shall soon announce the tourney's start.
Let the tourney begin! In round 1,
Agnetha Skolt faces Eric von Brogg, and Geralt of Rivia plays Hamal Ong Dangbali.
Let's grab a table.
A wager would you wish to make?
What did you have in mind?
Weapons do I collect, and your sword of silver my eye has caught. Should I win, I should take it. Should I lose, to you another equally precious shall I give.
All right. So be it. good match. Thanks.
And upon your victory, congratulate I you. What drove me to wager a sword against you know I not. Clearly to guide me the universe ceased. Here, you may it serve well.
I'd never have lost if you hadn't cheated.
And my land, folk who slander like that don't live long, because we don't let them. Accuse me of cheating again, and I'll cut your tongue out.
Enough. Hands to yourselves.
As Gwent is a gentleman's sport, we expect all its players to demonstrate impeccable manners, and we cannot tolerate any disturbances. Thus, by decision of Count Monnier, the contestants from Novigrad and Skellige are hereby disqualified.
Gentlemen's sport. Well, I'm a lady, and we ladies don't give a flying fart about a tourney where any measly prick can accuse us of cheating.
With round 1 completed, the standings are as follows. Agnetha Skolt and Eric van Brogg both disqualified. Geralt of Rivia has defeated Hamel Ongangbali of Ophir. In the semi-final, Geralt shall face the defending champion, Ambassador Von Heen.
I am honored.
Your Excellency, a pure pleasure to play you.
The pleasure was mutual, I assure you. Congratulations, Witcher.
Stop desecrating Gwent!
Death to any and all new factions!
Seems there's some trouble brewing.
Scoot, all of yous! Off your asses and hide to Skellige, ye eye-loving seal slurpers.
Please remain calm and stop the verbal attacks.
Stop your mum from fucking ferrets, Monier, and hands off our Gwent!
Get out of here before my patience runs thin.
Hear that? Gutter-sized threatening us. Only one answer to verbal aggression of that sort.
Once more, I beg and plead, be calm.
Shut your yap, Monier.
Enough of this! Didn't come here to jabber, but to break fucking heads in defense of tradition! Come on, lads!
Time to end this.
Careful with that funky, you'll know it!
Cooled you off a bit?
Hark, saying triple. Quadruple, even.
Enough! I shall summon the guard.
I got this, Count. Sure, you can shut this tournament down, but there'll be another, with who knows what new rules. If you don't like them, don't enter. Play somewhere else however you want, but you'll never stop other folk from playing however they like.
Bollocks!
Like my good friend Zoltan Chive says, if one says you're talking bollocks, they could be right, they could be wrong. But if multiples say you're talking bollocks, well, you probably are. So let's take a vote. Who else here thinks I'm full of it?
Zoltan Chive? Haven't seen that rascal in ages. How's he doing?
Was in Novigrad last I saw him. Be glad to tell you more over a flask of something strong.
Attention, everyone! Our outing's taken a new turn. We're to sit and drink vodka with Zoltan's pal.
Gentlemen, wait. We've still the final round of the tournament to play.
I know. Fuck that. I, Yaki Rafiberg, hereby declare my participation in this tournament, and I demand to play the victor. We'll settle whether this Skellige faction's worth a flaming bag of shite once and for all.
Agreed, but please, show some patience. We must first play a pre-final.
In the pre-final, Count Monnier, representing the Skellige faction, shall face Geralt of Rivia, also playing with a Skellige deck.
My brother's dream has come true. Skellige in the final, and played by both contestants.
Good luck.
Congratulations! The best man has won, playing the best faction to boot.
Thanks. Good game.
Skellige won! What a bundle of pish! Tournament's not done! Now, it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
Now to determine the ultimate victor! Geralt of Rivia, playing the Skellige faction, shall face Yaki Raffiberg, playing...
Scoia'tael!
Let the better man, or dwarf, win! Geralt of Rivia, tourney champion.
Blisters! What hurts most is fucking Skellige one! Or as they say, tough shite! Congrats! Come on, lads! Let's get soused!
No, you must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tipple. We must toast the premier of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match with Gwent, I see no reason why not. Thank you for everything, Witcher.
No problem. Had fun.
You proved yourself a true Gwent master. Here, the grand prize. You earned it.
Thank you very much, Count.
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
Take good care of yourself.
Don't crowd around.
Ah!
What's this your catnip? That is mine!
Pavilion, Duchess. And kids.
Quite the bottom, quite the bosom our Duchess has, don't you think?
Whoa!
Oh, you don't mean to. Peace is worth two in the bush.
Witcher! Whoa there! Come here. Geralt! So content to see you. Le Papillon, Troubadour, remember?
Hey there.
I've never found the opportune moment. See, I never had the chance, in fact, to say I'm a devoted fan.
Thanks.
Of Master Dandelion. I know the bards, every ballad in his cycle about the Witcher. Oh, I cannot believe my...
Need something?
Indeed. A matter most magnificent. My coiffeur, Jean-Louis Lotovic, has gone missing. Now, you shall rescue him, while I... Listen, fair folk, to a glorious tale of a missing friseur and a widowhood prevail.
What happened exactly? Claim the hairdresser's missing, but are you sure?
Yes, yes. I've no doubt something's transpired. Something terrible. I'm certain he'd be honored if I am the one to sing.
Who's gonna pay me to find this barber?
I will. Such opportunities come knocking rarely. But you must take me with you.
Fine, but unusual as contracts go.
Naturally. To be... Yes, by all means.
Fine, see what I can learn. Now, if you have to come with me, just one request. Stay out of the way. Mine and my swords.
Of course. You shan't even notice me. Jean-Louis' studio is just there. Right here. Ah!
What's the matter?
I've hit upon the perfect ending.
Thought this was about a witcher and a coiffeur.
Her grace can be as fickle as the colt she rides. Today, all remember my fine couplets at the tourney. Yet tomorrow, her illustriousness bought by her... Well then.
At the door, by breaking it down.
What will the morrow bring?
Scissors are completely dull. No way you could use these to cut hair. Empty pomade jar. Strong floral fragrance. Very strong.
That's Jean-Louis' special floral elixir. A recipe is a jealously guarded secret.
Locks untouched. No attempt at forced entry. This jar's empty too.
Any fine?
The coiffeur's log. A manicure, curling, Cintrian pendulum, Rivian ponytail, raftsman's due. Long out of style in Novigrad. His appointments. Last one was a certain Lady La Pompadour. Know her?
Yes, a dear old bird. Jean-Louis done her hair for a decade. Completely harmless.
Sketch here. Looks like a map. This mean anything to you?
I may understand wh...
Think I understand.
As do I. Around he looked, yet all was quite proper. I see rain.
Mind being quiet for a minute? Think I might know what... No evidence of a break-in, no signs of a struggle. To my mind, he just went out to find ingredients for his pomade. Looks like he ran out. Of pomade.
Yes, indeed. He'd have gone into the meadows beyond the city to gather flower petals for it. Trolls must have devoured him. Or a cyclops. Splendid either way.
Think you could find the place using his map?
Naturally.
Lead the way then.
Gat shone in its azure glow, scent marking times like a daisical flow. They ventured beyond walls by vines entwined, into the unknown, the barber to find.
Gonna do that the whole way?
Bidding them farewell, the gravestones moss covered, they strode briskly on by doubts unencumbered. Behold, the location from the map.
Damn it, get back.
What beast was that?
An archospore.
Might there be more nearby?
Who knows?
And your sharpened senses, what do they say?
That you'd rather turn and run.
Oh, a primo jest. Let us continue onward. I know you'll stand in my defense. You will you not? On to the second point on the map. The witch's blade flash juices spouted and poured, covering all about in an archospore's gore. There! Jean-Louis' basket! I'd recognize it anywhere. He was here. We can be certain now.
A basket of flower petals. Same smell as the pomade. Grass is trampled. Multiple sets of footprints. A little blood. Seems you were right. He ran into trouble.
Phew! What luck! I just hope it's not cyclopes. Hard-pressed to find a rhyme for that. So? On his trail yet, are you?
Ground's made of rock. Trail's gone cold. Wandered deeper into the cave.
Listen on. This quaff is the latest rage. At the Koviri court, they'll have nothing else. No damn soul man. Pure poppycock, you beard mangler! The latest rage in some bomb-botched Kovir. We're in Nilfgaard, you bung munch!
What did he do to you?
What did he do? He quaffed me, gave me a duck's ass, an ape drape, a beaver paddle, I don't even know. So ashamed I couldn't attend the tourney. I'd have proved my valor, Mademoiselle Vivian that have read my prize. Then this scallywag with his talk of the rage missed my chance by the hair on my head.
Got him back good from what I can see.
That is but the start. I've not yet decided if I shouldn't snip off something more.
It's hair. It'll grow back. Really want to kill a man because he gave you a bad cut.
And who are you, gadabout, to lecture me, a heraldic lord? We've a bleeding champion of the oppressed men. At him!
Listen, children, a story you shall hear of a witcher who walloped a rogue knight's derriere.
I'll spoon out your face!
Lost your nerve?
I'm noting in all towns! You must win! I've already written the ending!
Le Papillon, Le Beholder's wounds. You saved me at the last second.
You're welcome. Jean-Louis Ludovic, I presume. Let's get out of here before he...
Quiet, both of you! I've got it! They froze in their fear, the knight's henchmen and squires, while his bowels... The witcher cleft him in with one more caress from the wit. Then he hobbled a pace on his stump arms like crut.
Bravo. Almost believed you were there.
Doesn't it seem so? At last, Master Dandelion has a worthy competitor.
What about my pay?
I've decided you should receive a reasonable share of the royalties. Payable, let us say, semi-annually?
Meaning you're broke just now.
I owe you 1,000 thanks, Master Witcher. I'll gladly pay your reward. Not to mention trimming you when you see the need at come by.
Thanks. Take care now.